Hey guys, this is lesson 5.2, Factors and Divisibility. The essential question is, how can you tell whether one number is a factor of another? Students in Carlos's art class painted 32 square tiles for a mosaic. They will arrange the tiles to make a rectangle. Can the rectangle have 32 tiles arranged into 3 equal rows without gaps or overlaps? Well, one way to solve this is to draw a model. Try to arrange the tiles into 3 rows to make a rectangle. Alright, so I'm just going to start with, I know that 3 times 10 is 30, so I'm going to make 3 rows this way, and I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then I'm going to add another one because I know it's 32. So let's see if I can do that. And let's just see if we can make 3 equal rows. Well, if we do that, if we have 3 equal rows, we have 3 times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 is, and that's going to be 33. Well, our goal was to try and get to 32 tiles. Even if I were to take this row off, then I would have 3 times 10, and then I would have 30. If I were to add another row, so 3 times 12, this would have been 36. So there's no way that I can get 3 equal rows to get to 32 tiles. So a rectangle cannot have 32 tiles arranged into 3 equal groups. Another way to solve that is if 3 is a factor of 32, then the unknown factor of 3 times something equals 32 is a whole number. So we kind of already figured out that 3 times nothing that we can think of as of right now is 32. But we'll try. Alright, so we're going to solve the division problem. 3 times what is 3? 3 times 1 is 3, so I put the 3 underneath. Subtract. Bring my 2 down. Okay, nothing can go into 2, so I have to put a 0 up here, and then that means that I can put a 0 down here. 3 times 0 is 0. Subtract, get a 0. Alright, excuse me, get a 2. And then, so I don't have anything else to bring down, so that means I would have a remainder of 2. Okay, so the unknown factor of 3 times blank equals 32 is not a whole number. And it's not a whole number because of this right here. It's because we have a remainder. It would be like 10 point something. So that's why it is not a whole number. So a rectangle cannot have 32 tiles arranged in 3 rows. Okay? Alright, we'll go on to the next page. Well, there's a bottom question that's not really shown. I'll see if I can move my thing up here. Okay, I'm going to move my deal, and then I'm going to erase this quick. So hopefully we got that. Alright, explain how you can tell if 4 is a factor of 30. So you could do the same thing. You could try and see if there's 4 equal rows of it, or you could do 30 divided by 4 and see if that works. But in this case, since there is going to be a remainder, then you know that 4 is not a factor of 30. Okay, so 4 times nothing can get us to 30. Remember, factor times factor equals multiple or product, and we know that there are no factors of 4 using 4 to get to 30. Alright, let's go to the next page. A number is divisible by another number if the quotient is a counting number and the remainder is 0. Some numbers have a divisibility rule. You can use a divisibility rule to tell whether one number is a factor of another. So is 6 a factor of 72? So just think, if 72 is divisible by 6, then 6 is a factor of 72. Or think of it like a multiplication problem. 6 times something, can that get us to 72 or not? So the test for divisibility by 6 is 72 even. Okay, yes, that is. It's an even number. Okay, what is the sum of the digits 7 and 2? So 7 plus 2 is 9. Is the sum of the digits divisible by 3? Yes. 3 times 3 equals 9. And there's no remainder. So 72 is divisible by 6. Okay, so 6 could be a factor of 72. Okay, which indeed it's 6 times, oops, 6 times 7. Oh, not 6 times 7, excuse me, that's only 42. 6 times, man, computer. 6 times 12 is 72. Alright, try this. List all the factor pairs for 72 in the table. Okay, so we're going to start with 2. 2 times 36 is 72. 3 times 24 is 72. 4 times 18 is 72. And then 6 times 12 is 72. 8 times 9 is 72. And then they want us just to pull out the factors in this category, so those would be the 2 and the 36, the 3 and the 24, 4 and 18, 6 and 12, 8 and 9. Okay, where it says show your work, if you were just trying to figure out what times what is 72, you could have used that spot right there. How do you check if 7 is a factor of 72? Explain. Alright, so you're going to know there is no divisibility rule for 7. If 72 divided by 7 has a remainder that is not 0, then 7 is not a factor of 72. Alright, so for this next part it says, is a factor of 28. Draw a model to help. So think, can you make a rectangle with 28 squares and in 4 equal rows? Alright, so let's see if we can do that. 1, 2, 3, 4. So remember what it said earlier was, can you take 28 divided by 4? Okay, 4 times nothing is 2, so I gotta move on to 28. So 4 times 5 is 20, 4 times 6 is 24, 4 times 7 is 28. So I know that I'm gonna have a 4 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So yes, that is possible. 4 by 7. So 4 is a factor of 28. 4 by 7 is the array. Alright, is 5 a factor of the number, right? Yes or no for 27? So can anything 5 times get 27? Okay, I'll just kind of run through some of the facts in my head. 5 times 2 is 10. 5 times 3, 15. 5 times 4 is 20. 5 times 6 is 30. So that one is a no. Alright, thinking about 5 and 30. 5 times 6 is 30, so that would be a yes. 5 times 6 is 30. 36. 5 times 6 is 30, so 5 times 7 is 35, and then 5 times 8 is 40, so this one would be a no. And then 5 times, for 53, 5 times 5 is 25, 5 times 6 is 30, 5 times 7, 35, 5 times 8 is 40, 5 times 9 is 45, and then 5 times 10 is 50. 5 times 10 is 50, and then 5 times 11 is 55, so no for that one as well. Okay? Alright, for these ones, why don't you just do number 6 and number 7 for practice, and then I want you to do number 10. Okay, find all the factors in 24. So we'll start with the easiest one. 1 times 24 is 24, so your factors are 1 and 24. And then keep going. Is 2 times something 24? Sometimes it helps if you make 1 right here, and 24 right here, and you kind of make like a rainbow chart. So you know 1 times 24 is 24. Okay, 2 times what is 24? Well, 12 is. So 2 times 12 is 24. Let's see if a 3 works. 3 times 8 is 24. So I should be writing these down here. 2 times 12, 24, or 2 and 12. And then 8 times 3 is 24, 8 and 3. And then we also have 4 times 6. Okay, so 4 times 6 is 24. Okay, 4 and 6. Okay, so see if you can do number 11, because it only looks like there's going to be a couple of them there. And use kind of that rainbow chart to help you. So start with 1, start with 39, and see what you can get from there. Okay? Alright, we'll go on to this page. Maybe that one, and here. Alright, so for 9 and for 10, I want you on a piece of paper to show me the rainbow that I showed you guys. So I want you to put 1 here and 12 here, and then I want you to put your factors in order on your rainbow chart. Okay, same thing for 25. So if you guys look at on Schoology, I'll tell you which problems I want you to do and don't want you to do. Alright, if you have any questions, go back and watch the video. Otherwise, you can always come ask me as well. Alright, thanks guys. Have a good rest of your day.